So we're well underway on our buildup of our 2002 Dodge Ram. We put this OEM wheel back on here just to give you some perspective of the suspension drop that we've incorporated into here. I'm going to remove it now so we can have a look at some of Ryan's hard work. So now we got the stock wheel out of the way, we can sit in here and have a look at some of Ryan's handiwork. He's put drop spindles in, saving our factory suspension geometry. Upgraded to a brand new set of shocks. He's dropped down the sway bar locating link. We still have the factory torsion bars. Torsion bars really don't break, especially in a stock application like this. But now let's hide some eye candy in front of this. So now we're at the best part of the build, putting the bling on. This will bring it up another 6 inches in the air. Unfortunately, it's going to hide a lot of Ryan's hard work, but I think you'll agree with me, it's all paid off.
But at the end of the day, the thing is still a pickup truck, and we need to deal with the part that you put stuff in. Now, this car came with a plastic bed liner, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life, that contains water, which creates rust, and over the last 10 years, this bed has been basically destroyed. So, a lot of acetone, a lot of compressed air, and a lot of sanding, and the guys from Line-X at the garage have made it better. They take almost 3 hours to mask the vehicle, and only 10 minutes to spray it, but what they end up with a Line-X bed liner is something that is literally as hard as nails. Now that makes perfect sense to me. On the other hand, Colin might be a bit of an idiot. He wants one of these Back Industries tonneau covers so that he can completely cover everything that's in the back of the pickup truck. Makes no sense to me, but the garage has installed this and it is very, very good. You can actually stand on this piece, and once it's installed, you can fold it completely up so that you can have total access to the back of the truck. Now, the whole idea behind this is to look good and to be good. I would prefer to be good than look good, but there's no accounting for taste. The Back Industries piece is beautiful, and it works very simply. One of the final finishing touches is, naturally, an Mbrp Catback exhaust system. Now, not only does this actually help free up a couple of horsepower, but it makes the truck sound so much better. Remember, this is a V8 gasoline engine, and it does need a Catback exhaust to make it sound proper. Finally, we're going to replace the transmission cover, and this isn't completely cosmetic. First of all, we wanted to look at the transmission fluid, and it came out bright red, which means it must have been changed recently. But Ryan adds a higher capacity aluminum fin piece, which will actually take more royal purple synthetic fluid. And how can that be a bad thing? To finish things off, we go for the Airbox. We remove the stock one and then replace it with a kit from K&N Filters. Very simple to install. This is something that you can do in your own driveway, and it frees up another 5 or 6 horsepower.
Now that we're getting to the end of our Ram truck project, it's time to take a look at what our trusty tech, Ryan, here at the garage has done under the hood. One thing to look at is we've got this K&N air filter kit. Now, this is a performance enhancement designed to free up horsepower and force more air into the engine. We've also had a look at accessories under the hood and the wiring, and we've fixed this negative battery cable which was causing problems before. In addition to that, one thing left to do is to tune the engine. When you've got a fuel-injected vehicle like this, you need to get some sort of programmer in order to compensate for changes that you've made with it, such as larger wheels and tyres. So now that everything else is done, this is our final step in the puzzle.
Our lead tech, Ryan Wegg, installs the software simply by plugging into the onboard diagnostic sensor. One last step to go, taking some of this dirt out of the wheel wells. We're actually going to add some Bushwacker Flares. Now, not only do they help cosmetically, but they will help keep the water off the windshield from these bigger 35-inch tires. And the next step is to take it to Crown. Well, at the end of 3 very long days, we're almost ready to start putting the finishing touches on this truck and then take it outside. Now, is this a do-it-yourself job? Not a chance in the world. Don't even start this job on your own in your driveway. You need a pro shop like the garage and a pro technician like Ryan Wag to do it. There's a few little touches to do. We need to cap this off with a new piece from Back Industries. Ryan is working on the controller, and we're doing the brakes. Now that the brakes are certified, it doesn't mean that they won't benefit from a good bleed job, so we'll do all that. When we come back, we'll take it outside in about this much snow and go bombing around in it.